All right, good afternoon, good afternoon. How you guys doing? Happy Tuesday. How are you guys doing out there? Elaine Proby here, CEO of Proby's Tax and Accounting and Tips from Elaine's Desk. Welcome back. All right. Hey, Joan, good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? Yes. Okay, Brad, how are you? How you doing, bro? Thanks for jumping in here. Risha Utah Smith, good afternoon, Miss Elaine. Okay. You guys, we having a quick conversation today. It's about entrepreneurship, the digital age. All of us, a lot of folks are starting new businesses. The people are trying to get away from the 9 to 5, and they're trying to be their own boss so that they can really control their personal lives. And so we want to talk about entrepreneurship in the digital age and just different things that you can consider in terms of jumping in that world. Okay, so let's jump right into this. Hit like and share on this video. Laverne Smith, thanks for jumping in. Hit like and share on this video and let's jump right into this. And the first point today, we want to talk about emerging trends, right? And we know in this digital landscape, everything's being evolving from one levels to the next. Emerging trends, we got to seriously consider that when we want to get into entrepreneurship, right? And being your own boss. So you got different types of entrepreneurship that you could jump into. And I want you guys to consider some of these things if you're getting ready to get started in this. For instance, there are like people who are very social conscious, and you have the social entrepreneurs, right? And a lot of times these are folks who wants to do stuff for the community, for social equities, which will assist the community in many ways. And a lot of times people like this will start nonprofit. Now, a lot of folks are interested in nonprofit. Think about it. If you're one of those folks, one of the trends in starting a business, if you are one of the people who wants to really help as far as social, economic stuff, and anything else that will help the environment, for instance, you want to be able to start a nonprofit organization. And this is when I tell folks to start a nonprofit, not just because you want to do one, but something, again, that you're passionate about that will help the community in many social ways, and especially anything to do with the environment. When you're environmentally conscious, there's so much you can do in that world from a nonprofit perspective. So this is one of the businesses you would like to do as far as getting involved in the entrepreneurship for the digital age and all of the trends that's happening now, right? Second one is you can technically start off business if your business mission, if you want to start a business that looks into, let's say, filling the gap, looking for a place, a niche of something that's missing, right? So a lot of people get very creative. They try to find out what it is that I can come up with that is going to be in demand. People are looking for, it's not out there. So let me start a business that can provide something that will bridge the gap. So there's a lot of entrepreneurs. Think about it, be creative, and look for something that you can jump into that will bridge the gap, something that's missing. You have a lot of people look for this kind of stuff. They become very creative, and then you find a business that you can start up. Then you can eventually scale this business, so you can eventually grow the business as time permits, right? So you have people that start up things like, you hear about pop-up shops all over the place where people maybe start, let's say maybe a food truck is one of those examples. So you find those little niche, people take food to folks, you take the businesses, on the road or on wheels, whatever that is, pop up in different places, different location. And then as that business grows, then you may look for a brick and mortar spot. You may open a location and, take it from there. So this is very important. As a matter of fact, you are serving so many people in the community, especially if you could take the business to them. So that's one of those businesses that you can start up, look for a gap in the community, something that's not really happening, something that you can serve the folks with, and then eventually take it to a location and then grow that business. So this is very emergent. I know you guys see all this all over the place. There's so many pop-up shops, especially food trucks, and people open these huge restaurants and then they become very successful. So those are some of the businesses that you want to look at, especially if you are getting into the entrepreneurship world. And in today's digital space and all of the emerging stuff that's happening, you want to consider all those things before you get started. Norman Strong, hello from Mr. Twin. Thanks for jumping. Laverne Smith, hey sis, how are you? All right, guys. So then you have innovative entrepreneur. If you're one of those people who are thinking about just being innovative, creating something that will, something that is going to solve a problem. When creating a product that's going to solve a problem, you want to sit and think about, what is it that I can create? What can I invent? What can I come up with that can solve problems? You have those people who are very innovative, and they think along those lines. If this is you, this is excellent. You jump in there and you give it your all. And of course, whatever it is that you do, you want to be passionate about it, because that's the only time you can really push 190% to make it work. So you could be successful at any one of these ventures. Again, it has to be something that you want to do. So all of the different emerging trends, look for it. Look for different things that you can jump into in terms of getting started in your business and becoming an entrepreneur. Okay, so that is the first point today. We are going to talk about two other points that is very, very important to entrepreneurs in the digital age. Karen, thanks for jumping in here. Hey, good afternoon. Guys, hit like and share on this video. 3 keys to entrepreneurship in the digital age. Today, I have a lot of people who are still considering becoming an entrepreneur, getting their business started. So we want to stay on top of technology because, hey, the digital age is here. We can't run from this. So we need to address it. We need to embrace it. We need to understand it so we can move in it. So the second point is business models. So now you want to start a business. You want to become an entrepreneur. What type of business model? What is a business model? And it is your plan, of course, to make money. That's what you're in it for. And you want to figure out, well, what type of business model should I create? Which one works best? Which one is going to be, something that I can really master? This is what you want to do. And then, of course, you got to remember, you have your tech-driven business model, which is where that's everything in the digital age start. And, this is the way for you to digitally be able to get your business out there, get your product, get your services, how you get it delivered to the masses in a very expeditious way. So this is what that whole tech world is about. You have people like Amazon and Uber, Airbnb, and all those folks. They build their whole model in that whole tech world, because if they just had a location, just Amazon, you just have to walk in and do business, it wouldn't have worked. Everything is done online, everything is digitally, and they exploded, right? So that's one of the models that you want to consider. Anything that is digital, because that's what is going to reach the masses. You cannot do that in a brick and mortar store. So you got to be out there. There are other business models. For instance, now, if you want to create a business where it's called B2B, where you're creating a product or service that you're selling to other businesses, right? So think about what model you want to do. What is your product? What is your service? Who is your audience? Is it another business? So if that is the case, then this is what you target. If you want to do a B2C, which is a business to consumer, if you have a product or service, this is what you're presenting to the consumer. You're not selling to other businesses, which is wholesaling. You are selling directly to the consumer. So these are models. Look, guys, you have to consider, if in fact you're trying to get your business going, you want to be an entrepreneur out there, these are the things that you have to consider before you get started. Everything is completely digital. What are you going to put 190% into? There's subscription-based models that is very good, because you have a business where people subscribe to it. This is just an excellent way to get continuous source of revenue, right? So if you create a business and you have a model where people are subscribing monthly, and a lot of those, you guys know all those platforms out there, we can't do anything now without subscribing. If you if you want to get a Google account, if you want to get any type of account, any type of software account, whatever account you're getting, what are you doing? You're subscribing to everything, right? You need more space in your phone, you have to subscribe. You need more space in your email, you have to subscribe. These subscription-based models are excellent. There's continuous source of revenue. So if you create a business type that people subscribe to your business for whatever services or product you have, so that's ongoing revenue. The excellent subscription-based model is beautiful. If you could come up with something like that, this is ongoing revenue, which is perfect. Then you have your retail business, your retail model. If that's the direction you want to go into, that's also excellent. Retail, that means you're just selling to the public. You're getting stuff from wholesalers, and then you're retailing it. This is a business model that you can jump into. So just keep in mind, the basic business model is you want to be able to sell something physical, sell a service, or sell information. Those are three things. So if you want to get started in your business, want to become an entrepreneur, think about what it is that you want to sell. Am I going to sell a product? Am I going to sell a service? Or am I going to sell information? Whatever it is, make sure you jump in there, master it, and then ultimately you're going to be very successful. So that's the second point today. Hey, Geronimo, how are you? Greetings. All right. So, guys, we're talking about 3 keys for entrepreneurship in the digital world. People are still trying to get their business going. They're still trying to get away from the 9 to 5. They want to take control of their own lives, and they're trying to get something going. So this is why we're discussing this today. So that's the second point. Let's jump into our third point. Now, because it's the digital age, technology, guys, we have to leverage technology in any of the business models that we choose, right? So again, for instance, we have to use all types of gadgets. We have our smartphones, this everything is widespread internet, everything is online, all the information. And now, of course, we've got AI, artificial intelligence. You guys hear it all the time now. So you've got that involved. This is leveraging technology. Understand what that is. Use it to your advantage. You can definitely find good cause in order to use AI. This is just a big thing now. We are all going to be, one way or another using artificial intelligence, right? Some is going to be in the physical sense. I'm just going to be, just using software and certain things like that to make our life much easier. All right. So we have to make sure that we stay online. We keep everything where people can have easy access, because any type of business that you do, whenever they're looking you up, whenever they need your services, whenever they need your product, they're going to go online. So the World Wide Web, this is where everyone needs to be doing business at today. You have to be on there doing your business, or else you're not going to be connected to the world, right? It's not going to work for you. Entrepreneurs who can embrace technology, embrace the change in times, are going to be the most successful. You can't run from it. You got to embrace it. You got to learn it. There's so much we got to learn, right? As you go along, every single level is going to be something new. New stuff is going to come out. So you just got to be open-minded. You got to, again, continue to learn and continue to grow in order to be successful. Time is changing, as they call it. So those are my 3 points, 3 keys for entrepreneurship in the digital age. I know you guys still getting your business started. And if you are already in the business, you have to consider what it is that I can continue to do in order to stay in the advanced world of technology for me to be successful. And we must do it, right? We have to do it no matter what it is that we're doing. Glenn Sampson, how are you? Knowledge he says knowledge are true. What? I can't really see what Glenn said. Let me read his. I know he was waiting to get on here. So let's see. Knowledge as usual. Okay. Knowledge as usual. Okay, guys, let's recap these 3 points. Those of you who, if you're already in business, you need to make sure that you're using these technology. If you're getting ready to get started, see where you fit in and get started. At least you want to start in the right niche. Okay, so first one today, emerging trends. Follow what the emerging trends are, guys. Make sure that you jump into a business. If it's social entrepreneurship you're doing, if you want to talk about social conscious stuff that people needs, you want to talk about environmental stuff, whatever that is a good idea to start a nonprofit. Anything else, you could just start a for-profit business, jump into that. Make sure that you are very innovative with whatever service or product that you are going to put out there in the market. Second point, your business model. Definitely determine what are you going to be selling or giving your services to. Is it to another business? Is it to the consumer? Is it a subscription base where people are going to subscribe and get your services or your business? Determine what that is going to be. Whatever that is, make sure that you set your business up in that direction for it to be successful. So you're going to sell a product, you're going to sell your services, or you're going to sell information. Determine exactly what that is, create that business model, and then jump right into it and go for it. Okay. Third point is leveraging technology. These are tools for growth. This is what's going to get you out there in the world. This is some stuff that we have to use. We need to use all this stuff, AI. We need to use the internet. Everybody's using a smartphone. There's so many software. There's so many technology. There's so many different things that we can use. And all it does is enhance the business, and it makes you grow. And again, unless you jump in there and unless you adapt, there's absolutely no way that you can be successful in this digital age as an entrepreneur. There's a lot I had to learn right now just to even get half, and not even a third of the way in this, digital age. But just going from doing stuff manually, just imagine when I started my business doing stuff manually to now with all this digital stuff. But had to do it, came a long way, still learning, and there's a lot more to learn. All right, so that's it today for my 3 keys for entrepreneurship in the digital age. I kind of like it because it had me look stuff up that I need to continue to learn and grow, right? So that's the 3 points I have for you guys today. And if you guys hit like and share on this video, and make sure everybody gets this information. If you have any further question or need some clarification or need some direction, need to know what model you need to go into, what it is that you need to do to get your business to the next level and or get it started. And again, it doesn't matter what product or what services or what information you're offering. Trust me, the processes are the same. Okay, so if you know the process, you can do it. You can make it happen. All right, so go to probytax.com. There's a calendar on there. Book yourself a 15-minute free consultation. I do consultation all day long. 15-minute free consultation, or call the office at 323-290-9034 and get on calendar, right? And I'll be happy to talk to you about that. Now, for those of you, we did the workshop. We did the workshop last Thursday. I'm so excited, so happy. It went very well. We did the workshop. Some of you guys were on there. I see some folks in here that was in the workshop. Great information. I really had a good time doing it. So it was just under an hour, about an hour long. So go to elainesdesk.com. That workshop is at elainesdesk.com. You want to get in there and get all that information to take your business to the next level, to learn and be able to run a very successful business, right? And I'm letting you guys know this. There's a lot of things you need to know there. We are going on 40 years in business this year. So there's a lot of great information there for you guys to learn so you can keep your business rolling. All right. So go to elainesdesk.com. All right. So that brings us to the end of today's conversation. What are we talking about on Thursday? What are we talking about on Thursday? Let's see. I think I got to put these lovely glasses. I should have got the ones that just match my outfit. 3 secrets to unlocking creativity in your daily life. Now, this is going to be exciting, guys. We have a lot of creative juices running around in so many different ways. So we're going to talk about some secrets, 3 secrets to unlock those creativity that we got running around in our heads. Okay, so we can put them into action. Tune back in here Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Joan, where you at over there at Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so I will see you guys back here on Thursday. Hit like and share on this video. And with that said, I want you guys to have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday afternoon and take care of each other and take care of yourself. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.